because Karen's sleeping. So, update. Sorry I missed the post out yesterday. Everything got a bit busy, and this task is actually harder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, some people will say it might be quite naive to think of, but I didn't expect um, doing 12 books. Oops, technical difficulties. Doing 12 books in 12 days was going to be that difficult. Yeah, it's just literally the challenge I'm finding right now is not, it's not the headspace, it's not the, coming up with concepts. It's just literally finding the time to dedicate to getting the necessary daily word count. So at the moment, by where I predicted or positioned myself by now, I expected to be on about 12,000 words, was roughly where I thought I was going to be. So I'm about 2,000 words shy. So we're just tipped over the 10,000 word mark, and we're working on two. I should have said this before. So what I decided I was going to do is, rather than just focus on one book at a time, to give myself a bit of mental headspace and a bit of fluctuation is the wrong word, but a bit of diversity, so to speak. We're working on two titles. You've got The List and another title called A Decent Affair. So we're working on both of those simultaneously. So across the two books, we're about just shy of 11,000 words, which is, as I said, we're just at this point in time in the challenge. I expected to be about 12,000 words in, so we're a little bit shy of that. But this is why I didn't factor into my planning of things. I didn't factor in weekends. I left weekends as a sort of loose option to do additional planning, and also as a catch up. So as long as I can get some writing done tomorrow, when we come back to Monday, I reckon I can actually get ahead of the tide. So on Monday, my plan is to to be at 13,000 words strong, which will put me 1,000 words ahead rather than 1,000 words in deficit, as to where we're going to be. So we're only 4 days in, but we're making really, really good time and really good headspace. And as I said, I'd like to have more specific, dedicated time for writing, but it's just a bit difficult in between family life and also training for competitions and, well, not training for competitions, well, I suppose it is training for competitions really, because you're training for competitions for next year, but just training in general, it's sort of a bit, yeah, time's a real challenge, trying to get that structured time. Now, when I was writing Love Lost Love, I mean, well, I wasn't working for one, so I had structured time. I had time to literally just plug at it for 4 or 5 hours at a time and go wholeheartedly for it. Whereas at the moment, what I'm finding having to do with these two titles is I'm having to fit in sort of half an hour here, 45 minutes there, a couple of hours here, and so forth, just to get to the total time, um, which is fine. It's not the most ideal situation in the world, but I can work with it. It's just I wish, not I wish, we're working on plans to get things to a point where we can have dedicated like day slots. That'd be awesome. But anyway, so just a quick update from me. I'm not going to keep this too long. We're 4 days in. 4 days in, just shy of 11,000 words down. And yeah, I've got to get real with this challenge, and make sure I give it the time. Give it the time that it needs. But anyway, I'm very tired, so that's the end of the day for me. Thanks for following. Thanks for keeping up to date with things, and we'll see you in the forwards.